So let's talk about some strategies for developing neck strength leading to wrestler's bridge. Wrestler's bridge is ultimately a strength exercise and position that you can work yourself to. You don't necessarily have to get to that point, but using some of these regressions is at least going to allow you to address strengthening your neck a little bit more through extension and learning how we can load those muscles and just build a little more strength there. So the first one we're going to do is a suspended glute bridge. So the head is going to be suspended on the bench, and we're going to use our lower body and just start working the action of bringing weight into the neck in extension, and that action of actually putting weight into our neck. So the best way to set this up, you can test it out first with your hands. So I can use my hands on the ground to just see where my neck should be, but we should get the full neck on there. And the less or the more that our traps and shoulders are on the bench, the less we'll be able to use the neck. So just pay attention to that and how it feels. So I'm gonna pull my heels into my hamstrings, and I can just cross here, cross my body so that I'm not using my arms too much. I'm thinking about my head. And I'm actually, as I lift my glutes, I'm gonna think about looking behind me and having more stress and force put into my neck through extension. So I'm gonna lift my hips and think about looking up and back, and only going as high as I comfortably can. If only going to here is good, then that's what we're gonna do. So over time, we wanna find as much extension as we can, moving up and down. So that's introducing that force and extension, and then what we can also do is lengthen our feet out a little bit, and that just creates more of a plank here for our neck. So the further that my feet go out, the more stress on my neck. So I'm trying to keep an extension. I'm not looking back now, I'm just trying to stay neutral, keep that force in extension, and hold. So both hip extension through neck extension, and then planking. This will probably progress pretty quickly if you work on it, and it also gives you the confidence to go to the floor. So let's go to the floor. First step on the floor, heels to glutes, and I want to use my hands. I'm not going to put my hands in position to start, but rather as I start to lift and move, I'm going to then use my hands as the momentum carries. The momentum is, again, that I want to move my neck in extension as I move. So when I'm ready, head down, using the hands for support. And you can see there, with that support, I am rolling back as far as I can. So when I'm ready, I'm going to push the heels, hands drive into the floor, neck cranks back. Doing it this way will teach you power, because you need to generate force when we do a neck bridge. So like, again, same thing when I do a neck bridge, but now without the hands. I build up to it. So work your way with the hands first. Learn how to build momentum there and get confident through the neck. So that is an overview of neck regressions and neck strength development for a wrestler's neck bridge.